But, Johnny, it's time to move on into our only real topic. I'm going to say real topic because we had the award show that we did this week. But our real topic, and this one's a big one because I wanted to talk Titans earlier when they revealed the Robin costume or what the Robin look would look like. But we're like, you know what? Not enough here.
Yeah, not enough meat to cook.
I think we got some meat now.
Yes, we do.
We got some meat. So the Titans TV
major meat
series,
on this.
if you are new, is going to be coming to the DC streaming service, which, spoiler alert, it seems like we could get it. I'm assuming we're going to get it either during the summer or during the October to December of next year.
Yes.
Because they have said that Young Justice Season 3 is going to be on that streaming service. And one of the writers, I believe, or producers of Young Justice said that they plan to release it in the fourth quarter of 2018. That's October to December. So if that's when you're going to release Young Justice, you'd want to you'd want to get through and release your streaming service, if I can get it out of my mouth.
There you go.
Either by October, by the fall, or in the summer.
Yeah. To
give people time to buy it and be ready for the drop of that season.
I'd say you at least want 2 weeks before you drop that like big release of a TV series.
So fall, late summer is what I'm thinking.
I would think so too. That you have to drop it by then because you want to give them time to get it and get the idea. But at the same time, you don't want to drop it too early.
Yeah.
Because then you get people that you know what? I don't want to pay for this as much as I want to see it. Yada yada yada.
However, here is what we're going to be talking about today with Titans, another show that is going to be on that same streaming service. There's a casting call that says, here's what it reads, and I quote, Evan Logue, male, late 30s to 40s, Caucasian, charismatic, a cult leader attempting to reunite his family, wink wink, central role for series finale, reoccurring guest star. Please submit star/cameo names, casting early for wardrobe, but the role works episode 11, basically 111, which is episode 11, and episode 112, which is episode 12. Here's the thing for you, Johnny.
Yes.
You know what they're going with, right?
Oh, I do.
They are going with Trigon. This casting call, what I believe, is Trigon. This is for Trigon, Raven's father, and basically the question now of the title on YouTube, this is awesome because that means most of this season is going to be Raven's origin story.
Yeah.
We're going to get Raven's origin story. We're going to get the origin story with whatever's going on with Robin, with him dealing with being Nightwing and being in Bloodhaven and flashing back to when he was Robin with Batman, too.
Yeah, I was going to say a little bit. I think it's just going to be a lot of origin story for everything.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're going to get Ravens. Now we got Trigon. And especially, I guess, it said, what, central role in the...
Well, it said...
11 and 12?
Yeah, it said central role for series finale.
Yeah.
For series finale, reoccurring guest star.
Yes. Which means he's going to make a big pivotal role in those two.
Yes.
But he's going to be in other parts, which means we're going to get a Raven origin story. We're probably going to get a Robin one because we've talked about it. Well, maybe not here, but you and I have talked about it before. Yeah. But which to me means that they're going to have Raven's origin story, Robin's origin story, probably someone else's, one or two other ones, if not everyone's. Yeah. That might be a little bit too much to push into the first season, but that's what you got to do sometimes. But then maybe big baddie Trigon for the last two episodes. Well,
and here's the thing I wonder what they're going to do, because right now, from looking at IMDb, the characters that they have cast, and I'm going off of IMDb.
Yes.
We have Dick Grayson being cast. Raven is cast. We've got Amy Roachbach is the character is being cast. We've got Beast Boy being cast. We've got Hank Hall and Dawn Granger, which are the Dove character.
Dove and Falcon? Dove and Hawk?
Dove and Hawk, thank you.
Yeah, you're more DC than I, so lucky guess.
And that's another thing. I can't wait for Dove and Hawk, because you know who I may know him a little bit better because I love Blue Mountain State. But you've seen the Hunger Games, right? Have you seen the Hunger Games? One. Do you know the character Gloss?
Not knowledgeable.
Did you see? Let's
I
put
saw
this
the first
way.
one.
Did you see the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies?
No.
He played Raphael. Basically,
I saw the first one.
It's Alan Richardson.
Okay.
Who played Thad? I love him. Thad Castle in Blue Mountain State.
Okay.
That's right. I can't wait to see him. He also was Raphael in Ninja Turtles. He was Gloss in Hunger Games.
Okay.
Catching Fire. The thing I look at there on IMDb, it says episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. Here's the thing with Hawk. Episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, then 12 and 13. So it looks like he's going to be in it for 1, 2, 3, then a huge break. And then it's like, okay, you get me in 12 and 13 again. Whereas with Dove, they don't even have down here what she's going to be in, unless I clicked on the wrong person, and I did. I got to click on Minka Kelly to get that. She's the same thing. Oh, unless, you know what, I'm wrong. They're in all 13 episodes. I'm wrong. All 13. I had to click show more. See, that's Ricky not using his brain and just speaking before he thinks. No, they're going to be in all of them. So that's an interesting part too, where we're going to get Hawk and Dove. We're going to get Raven. We're going to get Beast Boy. We're going to get Dick Grayson or Nightwing / Robin. The thing with Raven, though, and this is interesting, is the casting call calls for a Caucasian male.
Yes.
My question is, like, some people are saying, well, yeah, he's going to be in the last 2 and they're going to show him in full demon form. I don't think we see him in demon form season 1.
No?
I don't think so. I think it's one of those things where, well, no, I don't think we see him in demon form. What I think we might see is, because one of the things with Raven is with the ruby that she has, that's basically, he's trapped in her subconscious and he's trying to get out. He can only get out through her. He wants to destroy the world, and then he basically rinse and repeats with different dimensions. I feel like throughout the series, we're going to have an inner struggle. We're either going to have an inner struggle where she already knows, like fast forward kind of a thing, where it's like, no, she knows like who her father is, who her mother is, and there's just this inner conflict with her. Or it's going to be her trying to figure out who her father is, and she finds out who the father is, episode 11, episode 12. Because it just says 12, episode 11 and 12, and then there's a 13th episode.
True, which is why he wouldn't be the big baddie. I was about to say that too. It's like, as soon as you mentioned 13, and he's supposed to be big, pivotal 11 and 12, that might be of one of two things. That's when she finds out who her father is, or that's when her origin story like kicks in. We finally get to see Raven's detailed origin story in the show. Because
the big majority of it's going to be Robin.
Yeah,
like I feel like Robin's the focus. Well, Dick Grayson's the focus because he's technically Nightwing, I think.
Yeah.
But he's the focus because he's the leader of the Titans.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they're going to do, how they're going to do it, to where I'm assuming they're going to do the Titans aren't formed yet. To where it's just Dick Grayson, he's in Bloodhaven, he's doing the cop by day, superhero by night kind of a thing. We get flashbacks to him and Batman because it's kind of like a how would you have done it kind of a thing, or like just thinking back to the old days where it's like maybe something happens where he's on the job as Nightwing and it makes him flash back to something that happened when he was Robin with Batman. And then with Raven, like, I feel like they're all going to be on their own. Beast Boy, Raven, we'll probably get some of the other members in there too.
Yeah.
But they'll all be on their own. And then because of, boom, here's Trigon at the end, that's when we got to form. Titans form, and that's where we get the first, like, the series ends with, this is the Teen Titans.
Yeah, actually, that would make sense. It would be the origin stories / forming of Teen Titans. So, like, and I get that would be cool with the Robin thing, like, or Nightwing Robin thing, where he's doing the night when the cop by day, and during the night things, maybe it's like something during one of his I want to call them missions right now for some reason. During
like day jobs, or you're talking about his
night, and then like something's going on, and maybe it's like I remember what would happen if we were if I was still with the bat.
Yeah, if I was still with. See, and that's another thing I want to ask you, and this is off topic of the Raven thing.
Yeah,
but with because we have the Robin costume, we know he will be in the Robin costume at some point. If it is flashbacks, do you think we get a Batman? Do we get somebody casted as Batman?
That, or just like maybe like the reference to Batman, but not the actual Batman, because I don't know how DC's going to go about doing that without universe stuff. And because
I think the TV
they don't want to take the focus off the rest of them. That's the problem.
I think the TV is separate than the movies, I know, and, like universe.
Yeah,
was.
and I mean they may pull like a Supergirl where Batman makes a slight appearance, like Superman does in that one.
Like I'm not saying Ben Affleck. I'm saying do we get another person?
Yeah,
in TV
but the other idea is you
Batman?
don't want to take away from what you have by like throwing Batman in there too much and too many times. So maybe just like references to it mostly, but maybe once, maybe twice if you're lucky.
What would you say about Raven? I know what I said. I either think she's either going to be battling with Trigon in her head or trying to find out who my father is. What do you think happens with Raven and Trigon? Now that this kind of seems like Trigon's the big baddie at the end.
I go more so the second, because this is, I would say this is a Trigon in the gem thing. Like he hasn't, if they're trying to get him and he's going to be male, Caucasian, everything, maybe he hasn't like gotten to the power he needs to be full form Trigon or something. Or maybe he's waiting for like his plans to fruition before he can. Either way, I feel like it's not going to be, maybe that 12 and 13 is going to be full on Trigon, big baddie, and then 13 will be, we need to form the Titans.
Or
something like that.
Because I'm going to correct you a little bit. It's weird that they're doing this, or they might throw 13 in there, but in the casting call, that's what I'm going off of because that's what we've got.
Yeah,
it's 11 and 12. Like
that's not what I said, is it?
You said 12, 13.
Oh yeah, no, it's
so
11, 12.
It calls for 11, 12, but then there's a 13th episode. So I wonder if it's like Trigon's here for these 2 episodes. They figure that out. Maybe in episode 12, like he manifests himself in Raven, and she traps him with the ruby that she has in her head. But then in that 13th, it's picking up all the pieces, and that's when Dick Grayson goes, no, we need a team. Yeah, we need a team. We need to form the Titans. We need to form the Teen Titans. And that's where you have like Teen Titans. Go! All of them come together. Because what I'm kind of feeling is because the Trigon character is only for the end. It says reoccurring guest star. Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking on the bad guy side, the villain side. For most of the season, it's going to be Brother Blood. The cult Brother Blood. Or the cult of blood. But mainly Brother Blood's going to be the main baddie because that's the cult that deals with Trigon. So Trigon's going to use Raven to try to come out, destroy everybody. And from what I feel, they are going to be the main person. Kind of like, what was The Hand? Kind of like The Hand in Daredevil Season 2. Where, yes, we had Elektra, but it was The Hand that was our main bad person. Yes, we had the, what was her name? Madam something. In Daredevil Season 2, I'm blanking. I know who you're talking about. She had the little drug packets.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her name.
But she was kind of like a main villain. But really it was The Hand, was the group that we dealt with. That's what I think we'll do here. We're like Dick Grayson by cop. He's dealing with some murders and stuff. And it's like, oh, it's Brother Blood's cult again. And that's what we're going to deal with. And then by night, he's going to investigate Batman style to try to find out more about Brother Blood and stuff like that. And then we've got Raven over here who she gets tied into the Brother Blood because it's, well, I'm trying to figure out who my dad is and I'm trying to figure out, and all the right pieces lead her closer and closer to the blood cult, to Brother Blood. And that's how the kind of storylines then intertwine and they meet, and that's where they kind of come together. come together.
And that's the thing with Robin, you don't need, for example, all the like an actual full explanation of who his his background story. You can just have little flashbacks. Whereas Raven, you may actually at least take a full episode to give this is your origin story, this is your father, this is this, and at least like you probably need a full episode for that. As long as a lot of these other characters, not everyone knows their origin stories. Almost everyone would say, "Hey, I know Nightwing is an old Robin."
My only question, is how they're gonna fit in. My only questions are how they're going to fit in Hawk and Dove, and then how they are going to fit in Beast Boy.
Yes.
Because, like, right now, Dick Grayson's pretty easy. He's the central character. We're going to have it central around him. If Trigon's the main baddie, that cements Raven into the story. Where's Beast Boy going to come in? Because they casted him with Ryan Potter. Where is like Hawk and Dove going to be the kind of thing where it's they're in Bloodhaven. They've been kind of doing this for right now, the whole superhero thing. And Dick Grayson kind of uses them as kind of like mentors because Batman's all the way in Gotham City. And he's not in Bloodhaven.
Like, he's the mentor or they're the mentors?
Or they're the mentors. Like, he can lean on them because, like, they've been in Bloodhaven. That, to me, doesn't even seem... Like, I'm not sold on that, if that's the case. They're the only three characters, Hawk, Dove, and Beast Boy, where I don't know how they fit in yet. I don't know how either the puzzle piece fits in, or I don't know how the Beast Boy Lego block fits onto this master structure that we're trying to build.
My guess, if I don't know how old the characters are supposed to be for Hawk and Dove, but if Dick Grayson is already Dick Grayson and he's a cop, he's got to at least be in his early 20s.
True. Like so late 20s.
He could be early 20s.
Could be.
So, because if you're doing Teen Titans, I would lean towards an early 20s.
True.
My guess is he would be the mentor.
Yeah.
But then again, because again, you're doing a Teen Titans, they at least have to be early, as high as early 20s. I'd go highest 23 just if I'm going to give a specific number, and then down through the teens. And I would guess Hawk and Dove would probably be younger than him, which then would make him the mentor. Because he's also had such experience throughout being Batman's sidekick from like, what, 10 years old on? So I would say he's the one that's the mentor. But I mean, that's what my guess would be.
I'm trying to look here to see if I can find anything. The interesting thing about Hawk and Dove, and I don't want to get this off topic, but just something that comes in my head. The interesting thing about them is I can't wait to see how their dynamic is going to be.
Yeah.
Because apparently, and I'm not super, like, yes, I'm DC, but I never read a lot about Hawk and Dove growing up. And the big thing that I can't wait to see with them is apparently with Hawk, he's more of like almost a Hulk style thing of like rage monster.
Yeah.
Like he'll just let his rage go. She's there to kind of keep him cool, keep him calm to where he doesn't go too much. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see an episode.
They're like a yin and yang.
Yeah, I can't wait to see, because there's going to be one point where he loses it, where he just absolutely loses it and just goes ham on people. Or if she's like, you know what, we need you to go ham right now, and then just lets him go. I know there's going to be one of those, either way, but one of those scenes where he just lets all of that rage out and she just kind of lets him and she doesn't stop him, or it's the first time and it's like, okay, I kind of got to keep you undercover. But this TV show, the more we hear about it, I get intrigued every time.
Yeah.
Like they come out with the Robin thing. I'm like, cool, I'm in. They come out with Hawk and Dove. I'm like, you know what? I don't really know much about them.
It's going to be an interesting concept.
But I want to learn more about them. Now the Trigon thing, I can't wait. Like,
now you've got me sold.
I'll be completely honest. In general, I cannot wait for this DC streaming service because I'm buying it. I am giving you my money because I'll be completely honest. The one thing I hate about Netflix right now is that DC pulled all their stuff off of it. I can't watch Justice League. I can't watch the DC cartoons that I would watch. Like I can't watch Doom. I can't watch Justice League War. I can't watch Flashpoint. I got to go and try to find them on YouTube and watch the little, like...
segments.
I hate that. The little segments. And then there's some people that try to, like, avoid the copyright thing, so they'll zoom in. And it's like, great, I see Flash's head the whole time. It's just zoomed in to where it's like you're not giving me the full picture. That's why I can't wait for this to come out so that, yes, I can watch Titans when it comes out. I'm going to watch Young Justice. The one thing that I heard that was a rumor that I would absolutely love is that somebody was saying that they might add there's a possibility that they could do Batman Beyond in Young Justice.
Ooh.
And kind of use him as either in there on the team or as a mentor for Young Justice.
That'd be cool.
Because that's all like this. It's basically the similar thing as Titans. You've got Robin. You've got the younger version of Martian Manhunter. You've got Superboy. It's the younger versions of the Blue Beetle is also in it. Not Hawkgirl, but the Green Arrow. His niece is in it. But I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch Titans. And of course, I'm going to like watch Justice League Unlimited. And I'm going to watch Justice League Doom and all the DC stuff I want. DC, you've got my money. Just come out with it already.
Yeah.
Just come out with it so I can throw my money at you for this monthly streaming, because I know I've come on here and say, yeah, I don't want to buy tons of streaming things, and I feel like that's where we're headed.
It is.
However, DC's got my money. I can hold off on Hulu. I don't really care if I've got all the Disney VHSs, so I don't need to. Yeah, VHSs. So I don't need to.
What's that?
I don't need to stream the Disney and Pixar movies. However, the Pixar movies are on DVDs. However, the Disney movies are on VHSs. Because you told me it was going into the vault. Not getting on that soapbox again. However, DC's got my money because I don't have. I got Batman Beyond and I've got Batman at home. Some would say that's all you need. However, sometimes I need a little bit of Justice League and a little bit of those animated movies. But any final thoughts before we close up this podcast?
No, they've got me intrigued now, especially with this edition of Trigon's going to be in there.
I can't wait for it. I can't, and exciting. I can't wait to see who they cast. I can't wait to see who they cast as Trigon and how they fit them in. But this is where you guys come in. Let us know what you guys think down below. Are you excited about Trigon? What do you think the story is going to be? How does this affect Dick Grayson's character? How does this affect what they do with Raven? And then also tell us what you think about our award show. We're wrapping up the podcast after 2 segments. It feels kind of weird, but Happy New Year. Like this is a slow time. I expect the New Year's to be over, news to come back out, and then it's business as usual here on the Rick and Johnny podcast in the movie world. But a little bit of housekeeping here at the end. If you like what we're doing here, you love the podcast, make sure to check out patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast. You want to be on a podcast with us, the $10 tier is how you do that. We're also selling MVP t-shirts. All of that is down below in the description. You can go ahead and get yourself an MVP t-shirt for $22 a pop. That's including shipping too, so you don't have to pay any extra with shipping and handling. And then last but not least, if you have iTunes, you're listening to us on iTunes, you have an iTunes account, please go ahead and give us a 5-star rating on iTunes. It would mean the world to us. And then if you could do the same for the Onside Kick, the Primetime Podcast, and the Fast Break. I almost said and the Rick and Johnny Podcast, but we're on the Rick and Johnny Podcast. I'm used to putting us last. Yeah. Because for the PTP and the TOK, I usually put the Rick and Johnny Podcast last. But I can't do that because we're on the Rick and Johnny Podcast right now. So TOK, PTP, the Fast Break. Go ahead. If you could give us a 5-star rating, we would love it on iTunes. I want to thank you guys for watching, for listening. And as always, have a good day, everybody.